touching everything here.
Like, even if it's something that you don't need, like, won't even make an impact on messing it, you still mess with it.
It's a Monday morning,
It's
everybody.
clearly
Good morning.
a Monday morning. All right.
How was your weekend?
Oh, we almost jinxed.
Yeah,
But I stopped because I didn't want it to be weird. It was pretty good. It was pretty low key.
Okay.
Definitely very hot.
It was hot.
Yes.
Spent a lot of time in the yard,
Yeah.
trimming bushes
I
and
spent
cutting grass.
a lot of
and all that sort of stuff.
time. Oh, I have to do stuff inside where it's air conditioned.
Well, that's
until it's not as hot outside.
I've got all the stuff done inside, and so I had to go outside, or they would accuse my house of being vacant.
It was one of those, especially yesterday, is one of those days where I planned a lot of my stuff, like my errands, really early in the morning.
Good time to do it.
Before it got too hot, so that I could just be home and done with everything and ready to relax.
Well, we have some relief from the heat and humidity. Not so much today, but it is around the corner. So get prepared. We've got just a few more hours of dealing with this really muggy air.
Well, I woke up to some notices on my phone, some alerts. I don't know if I just, so at first it said Debbie. All I read was Debbie. I thought
You were thinking our boss, yeah.
I was like, what? And then I read it. I was like, because I only had like one eye open. So I was like, Debbie, what?
Turned into a hurricane and
Yeah.
came on shore. And Hurricane Debbie is on shore right now. Already starting to lose its strength now that it's over land. The sustained winds, 75 miles per hour. Those were 80-mile-per-hour winds when it came on shore. The wind gusts still up near 100 miles per hour. So Debbie is going to be a tropical storm here, I would think, by midday today. The real damage with the storm is not so much the hurricane itself. It's the storm stalling out off the Carolina coast.
Okay.
And it is going to produce very heavy rainfall for the Gulf Coast region of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina as well. So, I mean, this is, we're going to be talking about this storm all week long. It's not just that it was a hurricane, but it is going to cause some flooding rain. Here's a look at the satellite and the radar, and you can kind of see that counterclockwise spin just to the east of Panama City. That is pretty much where the eye of the hurricane is located right now. We head back to home. And it was kind of a rough morning doing the weather because we were waiting on some thunderstorms to flare up out over Lake Michigan. And they weren't doing it, and they weren't doing it. And, I'm adjusting the forecast. Well, it's finally happened. Now, none of this is severe, but still some pretty good downpours of rain going on right near the lakeshore. And that activity is going to work its way to the east. So we're going to see some showers and storms here for at least a few hours a little later on this morning. This will fade away. We should get a bit of a break, and then later on tonight and into tomorrow, some more showers and storms. Potential there for some heavy rainfall for us late tonight and tomorrow. Severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. Lansing area south to the state line today. It's a marginal risk. You get into far eastern Jackson County, parts of Hillsdale County, and over towards Adrian. They've got a slight risk of severe weather. This may update, and that could actually disappear. Along and south of I-94 on Tuesday, and I think that's kind of confined to the morning hours, a marginal risk of severe weather then too. Here's a look at our hour-by-hour forecast, 10 o'clock in the morning, showing some rain and some thunderstorms, Lansing to Jackson, some heavy downpours of rain in this. That should be out of here. If you're going to the Jackson County Fair this afternoon, I think you might actually be just fine. Could even be a few peaks at the sun, and then as we go through tonight, some more showers and storms roll into the area and could produce some heavy rainfall late tonight and for the morning drive on Tuesday. And then that activity, well, that'll wind down by early to mid-afternoon tomorrow. And once that's gone, it's kind of smooth sailing for the rest of the week. You can shut off the air and open the windows. We're talking daytime highs in the 70s, overnight lows in the 50s.
Love that.
Through 5 p.m. today, the predicted rainfall amounts around 1/4 of an inch in Lansing, maybe over 1/2 an inch in Jackson. But that is not the only rain. We have more rain in the area late tonight, so we added a little more to that. And then during the morning drive tomorrow, we add even more rain. So there will be spots, and I'm not saying it's everybody, but it could be some areas that see 3 inches or more rain, which, could definitely cause some problems, not just with standing water on the roads, but, some flooding issues. So just something, we're monitoring as far as how much rain we end up with out of all of this. Here's the good news. It's muggy again today. I don't know if that's the good news. The good news is there is relief coming in, and
Love seeing that.
you'll really start to feel it Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Our chance of rain by the hour, it's back around 20% here at 9 a.m. 11 o'clock noonish is the most likely time that we will see rain and maybe some storms, and then that chance kind of fades off for the remainder of the day and then goes back up a little later on tonight. Currently in Lansing, some hints of sunshine actually, where it is 72 degrees. In Jackson right now. Well, we had blue skies about a half an hour ago, but those clouds are rolling in. Current temperature in Jackson is 73 degrees. Here's the next 12 hours. Rain, maybe a storm, 10 a.m., noon. Temperatures upper 70s. We're up near 80 at 4 in the afternoon and the upper 70s 8 o'clock this evening. 7-day forecast. Again, so we got some showers and storms this morning, early afternoon. Get a break. Late tonight into tomorrow, showers, maybe some storms, heavy rainfall possible. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right now, all look dry, and notice those highs, 70s, low 80s. Overnight lows are in the 50s. You can always check out radar. You can track Hurricane Debbie, which will be tropical storm again here real soon, as well on the News 10 First Alert Weather app. Look for it on Google Play and the Apple App Store. Just search for WILX Weather. And if you don't want the app, the weather page of WILX.com, you can find interactive radar there as well.
I look at that all the time when I'm at work. It looks like I'm working, but I'm really just looking at the radar. Because if I look at my phone...
You just told everybody that.
It's fine.
Okay.
If you could go back really quickly to the path, the predicted path for Debbie.
Oh.
I was going to say...
Well, then I can go forward instead of going back.
Oh.
But look at this.
I know.
Maybe I can.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I can. Okay, I guess we do have to go back.
And now we just broke it completely.
No, we didn't break it.
Oh, Peggy is watching. She says, "Yay, we can save on watering plants for a week
Oh,
or two."
let me tell. Well, Peggy, here's the thing. I mean, my plants. I mean, just the rain we've had here lately. My backyard is like a swamp.
Yeah, some of mine are pretty bad, but
Yeah.
some of them are definitely loving.
Oh yeah.
Fresh rainfall.
The mosquitoes, though. I take the dog out at like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh my goodness!
And the
Sometimes
mosquitoes pick me up and they carry me back in the house.
I'm surprised they can probably pick up your dog. Just a couple of them.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm still clicking back, trying to get. Yeah, she's like, "Can we go back to the very first graphic out of D20?" Okay, we're back to it now.
Okay.
But anyway, so I'm out with the dog.
Oh.
We go at about 10, and it was like skunk. There was a skunk out there.
no.
It's that. No, we didn't have any encounters,
Okay.
but someone was. I got to go find the smell. I don't know when I do that. Yeah.
No,
anyway,
thank you.
what did you want to know about Debbie?
Well, I was just going to say, it looks like it's going over the most narrow part of Florida.
It is,
into the water.
and actually one of the least populated parts of Florida too.
So that part's good.
Yeah.
But it's going over, like, they generally lose their strength when they're on land, right?
The water a lot warmer in the Gulf of Mexico
Than it is on the East
that
Coast.
is on the Atlantic side.
Okay.
At least right now. So it's moving over land, and then it just sits there. And if you watch it, look at those lines. They start crisscrossing each other. At least right now, I mean, the computer models just have it spinning off the coast of Charleston. Like, you could be talking 20 inches of rain over 3 days if this all pans out.
Right.
So, I mean, Florida, yes, they had the heavy rain. And in these hurricanes, you have, quick little spin-up tornadoes. There's all sorts of things that go on. So they're dealing with that right now in Florida. But I would think South Carolina, the coast of Georgia, this is going to do a lot more damage than it did when it was an actual hurricane making its way through,
Right.
Northern Florida.
That's interesting. Well,
It is. Watch for updates if you have concerns in that area. But that's the way it looks right now. And there's always heavy rainfall, but these things usually, they're moving
Yeah, they move.
as
That's the whole
opposed to
thing.
it gets out over the ocean and it just sits and just keeps spreading rain inland. Well, how about, Justin will be back at 2 o'clock, and he'll talk more about the storms tonight and tomorrow.
is he going to be here for the 11?
I hope so.
Because then
I hope so. He'll be there too.
All right. Well, Justin.
I was saying here on your channel
Oh,
here.
Okay. Yeah, that too.
But the important channel, yours.
Well, first, before all of that, coming up on News 10 today at 11, Justin Bradford will join Taylor Gattoni. And here are some of the stories that we have. So we were just talking about Hurricane Debbie and how they're tracking how it's going to kind of stall over the Georgia and South Carolina coast. And now a new cutting edge tool called Sail Drone is changing how scientists track hurricanes. It's 23 feet long and packed with cameras and sensors. We're going to show you it coming up on News 10 today at 11. We also have an update after police say one man was stabbed early this morning. The suspect is now in custody. That was the stabbing on Cedar Street that we brought you on our first alert app, the news app. So make sure you have that downloaded. And as Michigan prepares for its primary election tomorrow, there are new developments in the race for the White House. Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to announce who she will be picking as her running mate as soon as tomorrow. So we have all of that coming up. I forgot how to do this. That's not even plugged in. Why are you messing with it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. The abuse I take here.
Seth is just laughing, but it's like it's not even plugged in. I don't know why you're messing with it.
Just into doing this.
All right. Good morning, Chris from East Lansing.
Hey,
Thanks
Chris,
for
thanks
joining
for
us.
watching. You know,
You know what?
I'm going home, so I really don't care.
All right, that's fine. All right. Well, that's what's
You,
coming
you've
up.
got. Do you have lug nuts coming?
We have extra innings coming up in about 10 minutes. Make sure you join us for that. Jesse Goldberg-Strassler and Adam Jackson from the broadcast booth at Jackson Field will be joining Taylor to talk about the Lugnuts games against the Great Lakes Loons.
And you won't let me touch stuff here, and you can't say loons.
No.
Okay. Have a good week, everybody, or a good Monday.
Have a great week.
I may not come back.
Oh, yes,
I don't feel welcome here anymore.
yes, you are always.